office at 572-0383 or 572-0215. REV-UP St. Lucia, the alpha of radio.
Up next, Harddrive with the compliments of Rambali's Funeral Parlor.
At Rambali's Funeral Parlor, we truly care. During life's most difficult moments, we want you to know you are not alone.
At Ram Bally's, we are dedicated to providing dignity, compassion, and comfort when you need it the most.
Our caring team is here to walk with you every step of the way, whether it's in planning a gentle farewell or celebrating the beautiful life of your loved one.
We understand how precious they are, and we promise to honor their memory with the utmost respect and love.
Let us help you find peace and solace during this challenging time.
Please reach out to us at
758-452-2021, Castries, or 758-454-9239, Latuni, Viewfort, or visit us at ramballysfuneral.com.
We're here for you, ready to listen, support,
and serve with heartfelt compassion. You can lean on us.
At Ram Bally's,
we care.
Hello there, good morning, good afternoon, good night to our listeners and to our viewers in St. Lucia and across the globe. Welcome to Harddrive for today, Friday, the 16th of January. And my name is Andre Paul. The co-host is none other than the very beautiful / lovely Lady J. Yes, Kina's not there these days, so you get in everything.
I get the double.
Yeah,
all right,
double
I appreciate
whammy.
that, Andre. Thank you very much.
You're
Good
welcome.
morning, Andre.
You're welcome.
It's Friday.
Can you believe this? It's Friday
this week went
already.
by so quickly.
My
but guess
gosh.
what? I survived at REV-UP St. Lucia. Thank you, Andre.
Oh, you
it's been
mean-
a good week. It's very, very, very busy. I don't get a chance, you know. But it's what you want. If you have a job and you want to be really active on the job, and this is it. Not a dull moment.
Oh, you know the thing. It's true. And the thing is, right, you have certain people maybe who listen, right, and watch and think it's easy.
Yeah.
Boy,
Yeah. No, it's not.
they have no idea what's going on there. I mean, for example, when I'm doing this show, right, I have to control the console there, right? I have sometimes I have scripts, I have the commercials, I have the ads to go out. I have to control
your promos, your jingles, everything
your
else.
microphone, right? Make sure the levels are all right.
Calls coming in.
Oh
Yeah,
my
it's a lot.
God, it's a lot of work. But you know, when you
love it.
you're good at it, it seems like it's easy.
And you know, the saying, love what you do and do what you love. And it's quite obvious, Andre, you love what you do. You've been
that's
doing
for
that
sure.
for years.
I love it. I don't see.
Say it again.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah. I don't see coming here as work. It's not work. It's just fun, having fun.
Yeah.
And you know, when you actually look forward to coming to you look forward to coming to fun, not job, fun.
No, if you look forward to going to a job, Andre, it's because you love it. Because the minute you are rolling out of bed in a negative way, it's like, I'm tired, I'm this, I'm that. It's not time to necessarily leave the job, but it is time to take a break, whether it's time for vacation or something. Because sometimes we rush and leave the job, but it's because of our body. We needed a break, but we think it's the job. No,
that's true.
It's just us.
So talking about needing a break, let's say good morning to Kina.
Kina, good morning.
Kina and her better half.
Andre, I'm not even going there if you better have. A little toy.
My gosh, man. She loves snow and snow loves her. Yeah. Perfect combination, as they say.
Snow. Good morning, snow. Whichever sound it does. Kina, you'll have to send us a WhatsApp with snow barking.
Or send us the latest video.
That's true.
You know, she's always recording something that Snow is doing. The other day she had Snow upside down.
Doing what? Caressing?
I don't know, Snow. All I see is Snow mouth in the air and the eyes in the...
Oh, my Lord.
So funny. So funny. But anyway, let the lady have her fun, boy. What can I say?
Yeah.
Anyway,
but Andre, before we go into, because I know you have whatever you're going to talk about today, but before we go into that, remember yesterday when I was talking about the movie That I was talking about the actress actually, and because we were talking about the young lady you spoke about that had 4 different partners.
Oh yes,
right. So, and I couldn't remember the name of the actress. It was actually.
You still can't remember?
No, it's there. I as you blocked me again, Boje. I put it on Facebook. Victoria Principal.
Oh, see? Yes,
Victoria
I remember
Principal.
her.
I haven't get it yet, but Victoria Principal, and the film was Mistress. So you could still go and check it out. But yeah, I was online very late last night and went on to REV-UP Facebook and apologized because, I didn't know. And not that I didn't know, I didn't remember, because I could actually see her face. I just could not remember the name. Victoria Principal, yes.
I remember her. I remember her.
She also starred in Dynasty, right? Yes, and a lot of other movies.
She's still around, right?
Still around. She just turned probably 70-something. Yes.
Oh, wow. Okay, all right.
Yeah, Victoria Principal.
Okay, so anything else you want to mention before we move on?
No, just that it's Friday and I'm happy it's Friday and I feel good it's Friday, and my girlfriend Gussie is leaving tomorrow, so I promised her that we could do Groselay this evening because I haven't had a chance with her. So
you're going to be doing Groselay this evening?
Going to Groselay this evening. Yeah,
have fun.
She's remember I said I was going to take her down to her her departure, drive her down to Viewfort. Because remember we spoke about Tommaso, but there's something happening. I think it's her sister's birthday or whatever. Gussie, send me so we can send greetings out to your sister. But I think it's the sister's birthday, so the few minutes before she flies, she wants to be with the family, and so she can't give me a time. So therefore I said, okay, you know what? Just in case I don't see you tomorrow, as in Saturday, then we can do Groselay tonight. So then, just the two of us, nobody else.
Okay.
So we can, chat and so on.
You know who I just remembered? And just want to ask you, how is your friend in Dominica? I think the one, she's a pescatarian. I think she eats fish and she's
Marcia,
a model and so on.
Yeah, Marcia.
How's she doing?
Marcia's pretty good.
Yeah, you all keep in touch still?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yes. She's actually Consuelo's friend there.
So she's still into her modeling and so on?
Still into that. I mean, she works. I don't know what she does, but she's still into that. She's still into her pageantry, not doing, but obviously producing and events and so on. But she has her full-time job. Yeah.
I think when I spoke with her, she was in her, was it 30s or late 30s, somewhere around there?
Yeah.
And I was asking her, what she does to keep looking so well, and she said to me, she's fish and so on. She it's clean. In the morning, I think she says she has cereal and for lunch, and I think she says she has 2 meals a day. After she has her lunch, that's it for the rest of the day. I remember her saying that. She
and she's not a lover of exercise, but she can control what she eats, and that's the good thing, Andre. You've got to love one or both. If not, and as we're talking about that weight, I should really check out the World Health Organization, Andre, because they did put out something. Andre, keep talking.
Okay, no problem. Let's say good morning to the folks on Facebook, the folks on YouTube, on X, and also, by the way, DBS Television. I think they joined us for all of this week, or most of this week, if I'm not mistaken. So thank you very much, Linda, for facilitating us and having us on your television station on such a regular basis. That means a lot. In fact, it not only means a lot, it says a lot, about REV-UP. So thank you very, very, very much.
And we have to be appreciative of that.
So while you're looking for your World Health Organization thing, let me just do some house chores.
Yes.
The menu for today at the Tommaso Bread Place: saffron rice, ground provisions, spaghetti in tomato sauce, stewed pigtail, baked chicken, stewed turkey, pink beans, tossed salad, and sauce with cucumber salad. Boy, all this good stuff. We're talking about real food. This is real food. Saffron rice, ground provisions, spaghetti in tomato sauce, stewed pigtail, baked chicken, stewed turkey, pink beans, tossed salad, and sauce with cucumber salad. All the good stuff. And remember to try the wide variety of sea moss beverages, which include coconut, ginger, peanut and peanut punch, and regular sea moss with flax seeds and chia seeds. All happening today at the Tommaso Bread Place. And as one person called, my cousin called a while ago, saying that, you get a lot of food there at the Tommaso Bread Place. That is really, really true. You get a lot of food. In fact, when I collected Anthony's container, he said, what? That's so heavy. He said, what? That's so heavy? Yeah, that's what he said. So she gives a lot of food. I know for sure what she cooked yesterday, the pilau the payload that she gives a lot. And a lady called me yesterday, and I know she's listening. My lady, a very good morning to you. Hope all is well. I do promise you the next time, right, that Yaslin prepares, right, that particular meal, all right, I will get it for you. I will make sure I get 2 for you and a couple of CMOS drinks, okay?
For the next day.
The lady said to me when she heard about the payload, she said,
yesterday when we spoke about it?
She said all herself was scratching her yesterday because she really wanted to eat. Yeah,
nice.
She said, all myself scratching me and I want to get, I say, what? I say, well, sorry about that. I mean, I didn't plan to go down there 2 days in a row. So I told her next time for sure, I'll get a couple for her.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, and she's visually impaired and so on, so she can't move about as she would like to. Okay. Yeah, so she's listening right now. So good morning to her. Yeah, thank you very much. She has a daughter. I said, well, maybe I can make arrangements that the daughter can collect it on her behalf. But she said the daughter works until late in the night, so she couldn't go. Blah blah blah. Alrighty.
Yeah.
Okay. So you got information
right now?
Well,
no,
good. So
I did see about the cervical cancer. But are we talking? It was just about the health and how they gave a percentage of how many people have passed away because of the overweight. And so I wanted to get that anyway.
So meaning across the globe? Or?
Yeah, across the globe. And they actually gave the percentage on how many people passed. Well, they gave 2024. I guess they will give 2025 soon. But it was a lot. It was about 100 and something thousand around the world died from obesity.
Yeah, Dr. Suraj was here on Tuesday, and he was talking about this metabolic syndrome. Right? I don't know if you ever heard of that, metabolic syndrome. And he was talking about it's a series of things that are not diseases, but they can cause a disease to occur in your body. So if you have any one of those symptoms that form the metabolic syndrome, and that would be excessive cholesterol, I think that's what he mentioned, that one, excessive cholesterol, high blood pressure, high blood sugar. And he also mentioned, he said, if your waistline is past 40 inches, you got problems.
Well, so actually, that's why I give the example of looking at yourself on a profile. That can help. Yeah.
He said, if you have any of those, you could have one and not have the others. But once you have one of them, it's like, hey, time to take
you on that border. Possibly.
Take note. Yeah, take note. Because if you have all of them, you're talking about a heart attack and this sort of thing, stroke, the possibility of a stroke. So we really need to check ourselves, folks. All right? Make sure we're not falling in those categories. For those people who maybe are not able to keep the weight down, because there's some people who have, other health issues, and that
we're born with it as well. So it's kind of difficult.
Yeah, we understand that as anything else. But nonetheless, that doesn't absolve you of the responsibility to do as much as you can. And listen, there is so much information out there. I mean, it's just readily available. If we're really serious about our health, right, we can go and check it out. And those of us who have those health issues that may be contributing to the obesity, go and see what you can find out and see how you can manage your situation, that you don't end up in this metabolic syndrome fiasco. All right, now I saw a video a couple of days ago, and the video was I think I have to laugh at that, some driver, some motorist came up the Darling Road, was driving up the Darling Road. I heard the guys in the video were saying, like, they couldn't believe.
When you pass the Voice, because once you pass the Voice newspaper area, that's a one-way.
In other words, when you say you're heading up north, and you're up in the Calvary, right? And then when you get to the Calvary, and then you have
so the Voice is on your right, and you've got to turn in. You're saying he continued going up?
Yeah.
But that's a one-way?
That's right, all the way up down? There. Yeah, all the way up there.
Because we lack signs, Andre.
No.
Andre, we do lack signs. If you are not as... Andre, let me give you an example of myself. I can't remember the name of the street in town, but when I left St. Lucia and I came back, it was a two-way. You can go in or out. Two-way. And when I came back, I had no idea they changed to a one-way.
Okay.
And I actually went down the street.
Okay.
And I remember Cheryl Hall was coming up, and I was going down, and she was doing me this, and I had no idea. So I thought she was waving me.
Right. So
but thank goodness, there was no cop or whatever, because you never know if the cop would look at me and say, you should know better or whatever. But I was just returning to the country, after 2 years or whatever, just on holiday. And I had to tell myself, hey, you know what? I'm now a tourist again. And because, 2 years, things had changed. And so I'm just saying it all depends on the individual. If you do not know, if you have signs, then it's better for you. You don't have to be a St. Lucian to know because you can read signs. Andre, I have driven in the United States.
You think...
because of the signs,
Lady J, you think signs would make a difference for a lot of St. Lucian drivers?
Okay, let's not use the word lot,
you know the number, and and in fact that's exactly where I'm going, right? The number of signs that says stop.
True. Well, Andre, that happens in all countries, but I'm saying the sign is there.
It can happen. It can happen in every country in the world. It doesn't even have to happen here.
But Andre, we need. Andre, are you saying we have enough signage?
No. I agree with you.
Okay, good, but you didn't say that.
I agree with you. But if you're talking about the
reason why,
if the Darling Road, right? A stranger went up that road. Okay, fine. I say maybe I understand. But from time immemorial, since Noah was a boy, the Darling is one way.
That's because you know that, Andre.
Right? So
part of the Darling is one way. So because you can go up past the Methodist school. Once you pass the Methodist school, you've got to turn to the left.
You cannot drive up there, Lady J.
No, I'm saying
you're not allowed to drive up there. There's no. You can pass.
Isn't that whole street called the Darling Road until you get to the CDC? This whole thing is called Darling. Right. So it's a two-way, Andre, until you get to the Methodist school.
But once you get to the Methodist school,
you take a left. You take a left and climb. So but he continued.
He continued. That's what I'm saying to you.
I have seen people doing that, Andre.
Well, exactly.
I've seen people doing that because of the sign.
If somebody is a stranger, a foreigner doing that, I understand. But a St. Lucian wouldn't know that the Darling is one way. Give me a break, Missy.
I'm saying nothing for that. Put the signs.
So, again, I'm saying if it is a foreigner, somebody who's visiting, I understand, but not a Lucian. Okay, that's inexcusable. That you do not know that.
Happened? Did the two cars kiss each other?
Of course, because one was coming down there, and once in my lifetime, I was driving a Buakache, and a vehicle was coming down.
Yeah,
that happened to me once.
Wow, Andre, you saw stars, right?
Boy, I freaked out. And you can see the driver open his mouth
because
wide.
He thinks you wrong.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
So I don't know who that person was, but I know.
But the road was wide enough. Yeah, for you to, thank goodness.
I told him, hey, this is a one-way.
So he didn't reverse.
No, he has continued driving down. So
I would go down and turn as quick as I could to come back up.
Yeah.
Wow.
So as I said, it does.
Signs, Andre, signs. I'm telling you.
But there's a sign up there. There's a no entry sign there. That's what I'm saying to you. We have signs, and again, I'm saying
signs.
going back to the thing about people knowing the streets and signs and so on. Don't tell me, Miss. You see, you know what I have to do now when I go on Miku Street, especially when I'm heading down to the city to do my little business there at 4:00 in the morning. When I get to Miku Street, right, you have the corner of Chisel Street there, then there's Coral Street, and it goes down, right? I have to now, these days, I have to slow down, I have to slow down because these fellas just, once you see it's 6:00 in the evening, all laws are suspended, all driving laws are suspended, you do what you want.
It seems so.
I have to stop because the number of times guys just go right across. I say, but these fellas don't know there's a stop sign there.
Well, they still need to have the police. I don't know if it's happening, but on the beat at night, they still need them to have their nighttime duties in the town.
So I don't know who was driving up the Darling that day, but I do know that there was an accident because whoever was filming, they saw it, and you see the person who was probably in the vehicle descending, just there's going shoops because he's upset that the person ended up. It's almost inevitable that you have an accident there. Almost inevitable.
Yeah,
because
the road
it's a very busy road.
Yeah,
it's narrow.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So it makes sense as to why that be a one way.
Yeah. But I would but also it's sort of a drop. So yes. I remember small we used to say when we were in the car with my dad, we used to say, Daddy pass it. We liked the drop. As kids, we did. And you remember when you're coming from the Mon and the Manuel Street, the bridge. Yes. I don't know if they cut it, but it doesn't feel the same anymore.
It doesn't feel the same anymore. You're right.
That used to feel so good.
And my grandfather used to know that we like it so much, he would speed at that point there.
But yes, my daddy, that felt good. I mean, Andre, growing up was, I don't know for the kids now, but growing up was such a wonderful thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there was no cell phones to keep you indoors, eyes locked onto that cell phone. Rounders, volleyball, all sorts of things in the yard.
A lot of outdoor stuff.
A lot of outdoor activities.
Skip rope. Playing with marbles,
marbles,
play tiki-talk and all kinds of things. I mean, but right now,
the kids only knew that.
But there's another problem, Lady J. The problem is that now parents, right, because of this thing of abuse of children and so on, bullying, right, which is now, I mean, right now it's worse than what it was back in our day, I think, right? A lot of parents now are more careful with their children, so they prefer seeing the children at home, you know, on the tablets and so on, instead of them being outside there and the dangers of being out there. So that's a part of the problem as well. They want the kids to be on it. You mean they prefer having the kids for safety reasons indoors? Yes.
I don't think they want the kids on that from morning to night.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying that
if they have the choice, you mean,
would prefer, because of the dangers out there right now.
Well, yes.
And that's real. So that's another problem that we have. Dr. Julius Gillard was talking on his show there a few weeks ago, and he was talking about the fact that the children actually need to be outside. They need to be playing and the rough games and things, you know, to help build them, you know, make them stronger and this sort of thing, more resilient.
That's how my husband thinks.
Yeah, you see?
Because I sheltered Connie a bit. Yeah, I did. I mean, I'm being honest. But remember, the way he was brought up was different from the way I was brought up, Andre. So obviously, I wouldn't let her go outside without shoes. She had to put her shoes on to go outside. How you mean leave her alone? Let her walk on it for her to feel? And no, he used to say that.
Yeah, Dr. Gillard thinks that this is a good thing. I mean, a lot of us have all the scars from football, from cricket. I mean, I remember I used to look at Tony's legs. I was decorated with scars.
Wow.
Yeah, because, you know, he plays a lot. You know, he plays hard and so on. Yeah. And of course, a lot of our buddies were same thing.
Did he laugh when he talked about it, or what was it? Nice stories about? Because some people get an injury and they think I can talk about that injury, you know. And some people, they're still upset because of the mark, you know.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Especially a mark that has a bad memory.
Yeah.
I have one that evokes bad memories.
Really?
Because that was so unnecessary. The guy we were playing. We were actually playing, okay? And you have fellas like that. We were playing, and I had him in a hold, right? Which was unusual because we're playing.
Okay.
So if he gets an opportunity on me, he, you know, put me in that clench. And in this particular situation, I had him. So he was trying to wiggle himself out of it, right? And I seem to have been a strong fella back in the day. I seem that way.
Just say it, Andre. Give yourself the praise. I was strong back in the day.
So he couldn't come out. He couldn't come out of the lock. And mate, I began noticing now.
He found something to do.
The wiggling now was getting a little stronger.
Yeah.
And I realized he was getting serious. So I let him go, right? I let him go because I felt I could just feel the difference.
Of course. And you thought it was play. So,
thought, we were playing. Okay? It wasn't anything unusual. And Mitt got so angry that he couldn't come out of the lock that he just moved away from me. He grabbed a rock and Mitt threw that thing at me. No. And I put my arm like this, you know, to block it.
Wow.
Right? And I got one gash there. And up to now, you can see there's a little something.
Andre, this is so much better. This little thing you're showing me there, I know it may have been Yeah, you have good skin, so probably that's what happens in the end.
And every time I see
some people with good skin.
Every time I see it,
yeah,
you know, it reminds me of that
Andre,
incident.
you said you put your hand up. Don't you think it's your arm up? Don't you think it's better to have gotten this hair than your eye?
Yes, of course.
You'd have been one eye.
Yeah,
so,
definitely.
I mean, Andre, blessings. That's what we have to say.
But you know, every time I see him, I remember that?
Andre, I hope
every time I see him.
You don't speak to him anymore, do you?
Well, I say hello, to be honest with you, but every time I see him, I remember that. Yeah. I mean, we're actually nice to each
other. I still see one of the guys as a young girl growing up who grabbed the watch on my hand. I still see him.
They grabbed your watch?
Yeah, as a young child. I don't know, may have been 10. I don't know. I can't remember.
And what happened?
He ran, kick.
So he
grabbed my watch. He asked me for the time. That's why when it comes to things like that, I will give, if I'm not, you know, this thing, it's not a scar, but it's a memory, so to speak. And people that ask me the time, I look at them first before I answer them. If I don't trust you, I'm going to give you the time and I'm going to keep walking.
Wow, you see?
Because, you know. But then again, I don't wear a watch, hardly. You know, so it's your cell you get it from. And you still don't know if it's your cell they want. Because, again, the thought. He asked for the time. So I don't know. I may have been 9. I don't know. We learned the time from very, very young. My mom with the big clock used to teach us.
And just grab the watch.
And he grabbed it. I'm sure he couldn't wear it after that because he grabbed it. I remember the pain. But Andre, the guy kicked heels. All I saw was the back of his heel. He took off. But Andre, I remember him, and he's still alive, and I see him sometimes.
So when you see him, what happens now?
I just look at him dead on.
And
I don't know if he remembers because some people suppress things.
I'm sure he remembers. I'm sure he remembers.
I'm sure this face hasn't changed. These people still see me as a barrow. When I'm walking, people back then still say barrow, and I have to answer to that. So yes, I'm sure he still know who this is.
So now that we're talking about that, like I wonder when we get like the GoPuel and things like that. I wonder when we see those ladies or the men that give us the GoPuel. I wonder if we remember those things.
Andre, but it's two ways. Can you imagine your thoughts at the moment? This girl, can you imagine for this girl I did that? For this girl who prevented me from getting out of my bed, who made me cry day in and day out, who prevented me from eating this girl, and vice versa. The girls do the same thing.
Yeah. I think maybe the reason maybe we don't remember, well, I can speak for myself, is because, after you go through the, the 2, 3, 4 days of I don't know how many
months. Andre, you're talking about 2, 3, 4 days, and you did really well.
I have a limit.
You bounce back.
I have a limit.
Bounce back.
3, 4, 5 days, maybe a week, maybe, and then I accept it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you accept the fact that this is it. It happened, and it's over. Maybe that's why I don't feel any way when I see them.
I can't talk to this, Andre. I can't talk to this because I never got a GoPuel, so I don't know. No, I never did. I mean, I actually never did. What? In other words,
we think you're fooling.
No, I'm saying to be upset that you did something is one thing, but you're still with the person. There's a difference. But you're talking about a GoPuel and you finished. It's over. No, I'm saying I did not get that.
Really?
No. No.
Oh, boy,
you finish with the person. No, I didn't get that. No. No.
No. Help me to understand. I can't let it pass like that. I can't let it pass.
How many girlfriends you had? Andre, how many girlfriends you had? You said many. So let's. You said many. So you had Mary.
One or two.
Okay, Mary and Jane. You seen Mary and Jane maybe the same time, whatever. Maybe Mary finds out that you seen Jane, so Mary drops you.
Right.
But you preferred Mary. So that's a GoPuel because she's leaving you. Andre, I did not have that. I didn't have that, Andre. Some people have a lot of girlfriends and some people have a lot of boyfriends. No, I had a lot of friends. But the man that I married was my boyfriend.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh, so now I understand what you're saying.
So,
now I get it. Now I get it. Okay. All right. Well, we can explore that a little more, but not here. Off the air.
Look, Andrew wants to know my business, listeners. Answer to that on Facebook.
Off the air. Anyway. On a serious note, the police they had their first press conference for 2026, and they gave the figures for the number of homicides for 2025. They said
they put it out?
Yeah, about 6 less than 2024. So they had a total recorded homicides 70.
For 2025,
yeah, 70 homicides.
And that was down from last year?
There was 76. Yeah, so 6
So what
less.
are we trying to do this year? Go into 60s or lower? Because we need to go lower.
Let me tell you, for a little country, I mean, we're happy. It's less
than 100.
Yeah, we have to celebrate. It could be one less. We have to be happy about that because that's one less life that is lost. But 70 homicides for a little country like St. Lucia, that's a lot. That's a lot. And it tells that there's a lot of bad things happening, a lot of violence in our country, and the way we decide to handle our issues and so on. But
so we still need the PSAs to continue coming in on television and wherever. Even
do they even have that? Do they even have those things?
But
I haven't seen PSAs. The government needs to spend some money. If they don't have it, try to get maybe the World Bank to give some assistance. Maybe friendly governments ask the Taiwanese and so on, and to go on a concerted campaign, right? A drive against violence and so on, and telling people how to handle conflict and this sort of thing.
Right.
A concerted drive. I find there's not much happening except the complaints from people like me and others, who make noise about it, right? So they need to do a lot more than what they're doing right now. They need to do that. I find there's an emphasis, it's true, I like that, on health. And they do give a lot of information.
Yes,
Look,
we get a lot
right
of
now,
information.
You have the PSAs.
From Sharon Belmont, George.
Exactly.
Doctor.
You have those
and that's
for
a very
driving.
good one.
Yeah, the driving and this sort of thing. This is extremely important. And I find that unless, of course, they're not getting some kind of money from some place to finance those things, they just don't bother to do it.
Well, there should be a budget and use the budget.
Yeah.
Yeah, use the budget for that year.
I agree. I agree.
The total budget, use it.
Yeah, yeah, Mr. Finance Minister.
And there are people that would volunteer to do these things, Andre. Not everybody wants money because people want to give back. So, that's when some people should come forward and say, let's do this, let's get this going, and so on. But like everything else, Andre, people are always looking at money before they can do anything instead of getting it done or preparing to get it done and see if some people will volunteer first.
Well, about the volunteering, I think the authorities have abused that for many, many, many years. Yeah. For example, okay, you're a lady who went to pageants and things like that. Okay, and you're very good at it. You're very good. Okay. That won't be cool that every year because Janice, loves to do pageants. That every year they just come and just kind of dump that on you, telling you, okay, you put St. Lucia first and you take care of that, and you get nothing out of it. That's unfair. That's unfair.
No, well, that's not the right way you're saying it, Andre, because St. Lucia is not telling me to do it. This is coming from...
No. I was
giving an example?
Hypothetically.
Oh, okay.
Right. I'm just saying that when people have talents and abilities, you can't just be expecting people to be giving all those talents and abilities for free all the time.
Yeah, well,
I remember
they started paying the entertainers, Andre? They are paying the entertainers. They're not doing it free anymore.
Even the soccer players as well.
But in the beginning, and thanks to Kenson,
exactly.
They are getting paid. Amen to that.
Yeah.
I'm sure your Tony would have been happy to have been a little younger because he would have been getting money because all of those years he got nothing.
And it goes to back to what you were just saying a while ago there, that it's kind of like expected of you, put country first and this sort of thing. But no, people have their talents and abilities. It's like the radio stations and the TV stations and so on, right? That they don't want to use because they figure as though they can put stuff on social media. Yeah. Everybody has to survive, okay? Bills have to be paid.
Correct.
Taxes have to be paid.
Yes.
Taxes have to be paid.
Yes.
NIC has to be paid. Electricity, right? Internet, you name it. You have
that you spoke about this morning.
Salaries have to be. So it's a lot. So when you come to a TV station, radio station, you can't keep expecting this freeness thing all the time. So I'm saying that the government needs to go on a serious campaign. Let me reach out to the minister for crime prevention, to go out on a serious campaign to fight this thing, man, and educate people. Because if you're doing it for others, you should be doing it for this one. Just 70 homicides.
Yeah.
Into
the communities as well. It's important to go into the communities and speak to the young men and women.
Let me tell you, when I was a young fella and I was an acolyte, okay, doing a funeral, we do like the Sunday services and this sort of thing. When a funeral was something that was kind of more for the older folks, when the older folks were to die, and and even then it was something that was not very, very often. You know what I mean? I could imagine now what the priests and the others who pastors and so on.
But we didn't even talk about these. Even these could talk while they're on their pulpits and so on. They talk. They could help as well.
Well, I agree with you.
They have a congregation. You know, they have the audience.
I agree with you.
We should have them involved as well. And some of them do, Andre. When I go to these services or church, they do talk about it.
So, what I was about to say, when I was a kid, my grandmother never said to me, "Don't kill somebody." My grandmother never said to be a bully or things like that. I don't know, for some reason, we just knew that these things were wrong. I don't know how, but we just knew that those things were wrong. Did your mother ever tell you don't kill anybody?
That didn't have to come up. We were not brought up that way.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying to you.
We were not brought up
what's
that way.
the problem?
I remember a long time ago when I was a little girl. I can still remember that. My brother, my first brother, he used to hang out well, I mean, in the CDC. So the guys, all the boys would hang out together. And I don't know what was happening at the time, but I remember a big scream of, "Mama, Mama, Mama." And when we looked out, one of the other guys, I don't know what happened, obviously, something happened, and he got stabbed in the foot. And boy, at this time, hot, very hot. His body was very hot, so he was bleeding profusely out of that wound. My mother does not like blood, but my mother got to it. It's her son. She got there, rushed, and got him to the hospital and whatever. And as a child, I remember it was something to do with, they were all having fun, like you say, jokes, and the guy got upset because, a joke was said about him.
And he didn't like that.
And he didn't like it.
He can't take a joke.
Stabbed my brother in the foot.
Wow.
That's the only grand thing that I know of. I don't know anything else, happening. Little things happen, children hit you and so on, but I don't know anything else.
Our parents didn't have to tell us those things. We just, for some reason, we just knew automatically you're not supposed to behave like that. Nobody had to tell me don't speed, right?
Yeah.
You just knew automatically. You check for your people, right? Whether they're your relatives or not, right? And now we have a different
and
kind
don't
of.
forget, Andrew, I had a cop for a dad. He was pretty strict, so hey.
Yeah, I heard about him. I heard about him back in the day.
He was a loving dad, but he was strict. Until I was about, say, 15 or 18, somewhere there, that, it was very easy. The way I'm speaking to you now, I could talk to my dad like that. Yeah.
And that's cool.
But before that, it was like, I did, but nervously. You know what I mean?
Yes. And back in the day, the guys who were considered to be criminals, right? These guys were not so bad, right? And let me just give, I like little stories. There was
yes.
Every maybe during the summer vacation, you'd have the prisoners, right, accompanied by a warden. Not even two wardens.
I remember that, Andre.
Yeah, one.
Young
all you needed was one warden.
Just one, yeah.
And you had a group of maybe about a good 12 prisoners, something like that, right?
Yeah.
Or inmates.
I don't know how many, but I know they were there.
A few fellas. And the guys
you're talking about the constituency
they used to come in the Leclerc area there to clean up, the drains.
I only know about the town.
Cut the grass, those kinds of things, right?
They use them for that.
And guess what? These guys would actually make friends with the residents. And I remember there was one guy called Hartley. And I actually remember his name. His name is Hartley. Hartley had gone to prison for theft. And Hartley used to come to the Leclerc area there. And we became friends. Every time he came there, he'd bring a little something for me. Right? Like, for example.
He's in prison and he's...
Yes, of course. They had access.
Bring something
to like a truck or something. Some little thing he'd make.
That they made.
Yeah,
yes. They were being taught.
A little something he'd make. And
nice.
every time he comes in the area there, and imagine he actually became my grandmother's friend. We became friends.
Yeah,
okay?
Yeah.
And I remember when Hartley was released from prison, okay, I remember he came home and he was dressed nicely, right? He was dressed nicely. And he came there and he sat home. My grandmother was serving him, drinks and some food, and I was right there. And he used to take his hands and clasp them like this and put my foot right on his hand and lift me in the air. I so love that.
Yeah.
Now you're talking about somebody who was, an inmate, and I was just trying to show you
something
the caliber.
Probably petty he did, but then
the caliber of the guys. Like they're not on that thing about taking people's lives and so on.
Yeah.
And imagine, I didn't see him for a while. We were not seeing him. And I asked my mother, but how come we're not seeing Hartley? And she said, okay, she'll find out. So I don't know what she did. And she said to me, he was actually killed.
Oh, no.
Yeah, because I think he ended up in a fight.
Oh, boy.
And then, of course, he got stabbed and so on. Yeah, Hartley. That was his name. Hartley.
And he could have done something good for himself.
So I was just trying to show you the difference between what was going on back then and now. I'm not saying things didn't happen.
But we don't see the prisoners out anymore.
No,
but I know when my dad,
That's a different breed. That's a different breed of fellas.
Those that did petty things would be out cleaning the boulevard. I remember Constituency Park and the George V Park. All these areas. I remember that.
70 homicides. Yeah? For us. Anyway, the police also spoke about Tyson, Officer K9, the K9 officer Tyson.
They're still talking about that?
It doesn't move from A to B. They tell you the same thing, and no trace of poison. That's where we're at. The last time
I thought they said there was. Now it's no trace?
No, the last time they said that there's no poisoning, right? At least not what people were saying.
Right.
Was was used as poisoning. So he says that's confirmed the cause, right? No trace of poisoning. As I said, that's where we were. And they gave an update. That's where we are. So they haven't found out now the exact cause of death
as yet. Why can't they post it?
Maybe they might do that.
They need to post it.
But Lady J, even more so, when Tony passed, Tony's autopsy was performed, I think, about a week after, something like that. I don't understand this. I don't understand that. Why is that taking so long? Folks, I'm not saying maybe I'm ignorant. I'm not saying maybe I'm ignorant about a lot of things, and maybe I'm ignorant about that. A dog, you're taking so long to find out the cause of death? That makes sense to you, Lady J?
No, it doesn't. Maybe they're not telling us something.
That don't make any sense.
Maybe more than one vet is post-mortem.
It's months. It's months.
Yeah, I thought that was over.
I think solutions now, which is what I think maybe that's what some people want. We're just forgetting about that already, to be honest with you. I'll be honest with you, is when I read it this morning, I said, hey, for true.
Well, it's not on the forefront of your mind, but you did think about that, didn't you?
Well, I did at the time. Remember, solutions were up in arms. Some people said they even cried when they heard about the death of the dog. And they said that we're not going to pass and so on. Nobody even brings that up right now.
Sure did.
Yeah, well, the police, they brought it up. So I think maybe a lot of people were listening and said, hey, for true. Or even now that we're talking about it, hey, for true. So, Officer Tyson, you mean to say,
but Andre, I thought they had given us that information already. So is the police just reconfirming? Because I thought they gave us all of that information.
Exactly.
So that's probably, they're just reconfirming that. Or maybe somebody asked recently and that's why. So I'll be first to say maybe there's something I don't understand. Maybe the police can explain as to why it's so complicated, right? Okay. They also spoke about a gun amnesty. Good.
That they want to launch that.
January,
yes.
First month of the year.
What do you think about that, this gun amnesty thing?
I think every country should do that, especially the beginning of the year. Why not? Because there are people that, somebody may have stolen a gun from you, Andre, to do whatever, but at the same time they want to give it back, and here's a way of giving it back, and that's the positive side of things, right? As well as I think we have a lot of extra guns in St. Lucia, and here's an opportunity for people to just bring it in, no questions asked. So if the police or government are asking to do that, I think people should adhere to it and turn in those guns.
But don't you think there's another problem, Unless, of course, you do that anonymously. The fact that somebody's going to... Because I know for sure, is no way I'm going to walk into the police station with any gun. I don't have that.
No, but if you did, what are you saying? If you did and you didn't want them to know that you were bringing it in, you wouldn't do it either?
No. Let me...
Because, Andre, you just stop and say...
Okay. I know for sure, and I think I can speak for you as well, there's no way we walk inside there with any gun. Whether it's somebody give it to you or you had it illegally.
Andre, if I have one, I have one for protection, and it will be only one.
No.
So therefore, you would not have to bring one in.
We're talking about gun amnesty. We're not talking about people who have licensed firearm holders.
Right.
We're leaving that out. So, if I have an illegal firearm or some, for whatever reason I have it, wouldn't you be concerned that when you go inside there, somebody's going to see your face?
No, but Andre, you don't. That's the thing. If you have it and you feel, I want to bring it in, but I do not want them to know it's me. If you have a police friend that is your friend, an actual friend, Andre, or somebody who don't mind doing it for you, you can always ask them, hey, I've got this gun or whatever. But remember, that's what they said, so you cannot be arrested.
I know. Because, I understand that. But the fact that you are going in there, even if you ask a friend.
Andre, if you say that you're going to get the people who want to bring those guns in afraid, let's.
No. I'm looking at the situation for what it is. That's how I'm saying, do these things.
They are saying they can't tell you anything.
Hold on. I'm saying, do these things really work?
It does, because they give us the news and show us how many they've received.
I don't say no. I don't say no. But I'm just letting you understand, and our listeners and viewers, that the typical person who is involved in illicit activity and so on would be a little reluctant.
They may not want to give it because they want the gun. These won't give it. Andre.
No, I'm talking about those who actually go inside. So I'm just saying, I don't know how effective that is, right? Because if I'm the police there and somebody brings it away, I'd be looking at your face,
I don't think when they say that it means to bring it directly to the police station. It could be bringing it somewhere else. I don't know, maybe a church, bring it there, and the priest will have to call the police and say, come and get it. I don't know, but I think that, if the person is feeling the way you just mentioned there, that could be one of the ways to turn it in. If they're afraid that, even if they're saying that there will be no harm, no questions asked, etc., and that person feels uneasy because that person think that it is not 100% truth to what they're saying, then I agree, get somebody else, put it somewhere else, and attach with a little note, amnesty, please pass this on. But I don't think anybody would want to. You know what people are probably afraid of? It's coming in, and they're going to check the fingerprints, see where it was.
That's a good one.
Yes, Andre, that's probably what people are thinking of. So I'm not going to turn it in. I'll bury it instead, or I will continue using it. But, they could check when this gun was fired. If they have any open cases, maybe they can close those cases and whatever. So people are afraid of all of that, I think. But you have the opportunity to turn it in, no questions asked, put it somewhere, let them get it. But put it somewhere safe.
I rest my case. Okay, so let me ask you another thing, Lady J, because I don't even know, right? Do you know where the public facilities are? If you want to do number 1, number 2,
yes.
Do you know exactly where they are in the city?
Yeah. Only one place I know it is.
Where?
What's that street? Is that Coral Street there? That's where James Place is. NIS. That street right there. Around the town hall. The town hall come right
area there?
Yeah, that's the only place I know you can get one. I've lost. St. Louis Street, Coral Street.
Have you ever been inside there? Have you been there to go?
Oh, yeah. Not you to use, no, but I've been there because remember I had my daughter with me and she went a long, long time ago when we came down and it was new. There was an elderly lady sitting outside. I don't know if you had to give $1 at the time.
Maybe now it's 5, maybe.
When it was just open.
I don't know.
And it was very clean, Andre. Very clean.
Okay.
But I have not been there or even remembered. As you're talking about it, I remember. Yeah.
Well, I hope, as you just said, that they're very clean and so on, and that they know.
But once there's somebody looking after it, it will remain clean. But if they just leave it, Andre, obviously people are going to mess it up as always.
Yeah, you know the way we are already.
A drug sport or whatever So
when I go and play,
the next time I'm in town, I will definitely walk that end.
When I go play down wherever I am
by
playing.
Dr. Freezer's, that's the name. By Dr. Freezer's, right opposite. That's where it was, by that CDC right there. So just after you come around the town hall, or the city municipal office, come around there, it was right there.
Well, talking about that, since you say that's where you remember, I don't know if it's still there. Even things like that, again, the authorities need to let the public know exactly where those things are located, how they work, how much it costs, that sort of thing. Because we have a problem with people, peeing,
urinating, everything
all over the place. And
Andre, that's exactly why we say, don't shake a man's hand.
Yeah. Yeah. And listen, and we tend to think it's only a man problem. No, women do the same thing as
Andre,
well. There are times when the ladies cannot take it anymore. They want to do number 1. They can't take it anymore.
Somebody put up a video and the lady was just by those government buildings between 2 cars. Andre, but I mean, you between the 2 cars, but you open. So this guy just videotaped and they actually seen another lady. And she saw the lady coming, but like you say, she probably couldn't help. She probably couldn't hold it anymore.
Boy, that thing, I remember one
time.
And
the lady told her something. It came out on the...
Sometimes the ladies have it really bad. At least a guy can go behind a tree or something.
Still wrong.
Yeah. I know, but a lady's a little more complicated. Yeah.
But Andre, when you go overseas, if you want to use all malls supposed to, but all malls in St. Lucia have it. I realize one of the malls, without using the names, there is always a lock on the door. I don't know why, but I don't think that is right. I think they need to look into it. If they want to have restrictions because they feel you are not coming to spend money at their mall, and so therefore you will not get access to the washroom. They need to rethink this. It is wrong, right? You have a mall, and there should be some kind of access, because you don't know if I'm coming to buy. How do you know I'm coming to buy something, or I'm coming to Lime? You don't know, right? You're going to follow me, right? You don't know that. So, Andre, what I'm saying is, if this becomes an issue, or in my opinion, I think it is an issue because it's always closed, then they should hire someone to sit there. Because when I lived in Asia, anytime you went to these common washrooms, there was a lady at the door. You had to pay her maybe a ringgit or two, which is like well, now it's 3. The ringgit has dropped, so the ringgit is like $3 on the US. But when I lived there, it was the same 2 something EC dollars. It was worth the same. You had to pay her. She would give you tissue, and of course, you're paying her to use the service. There's nothing wrong.
I hope it was enough tissue.
Yeah. They give you, I think you could probably ask or pay more. I can't remember, but it was.
Give me some more.
Of course, Andre, you pay more.
Yeah.
It was not much, but remember, it's a long time ago.
But
right?
as I said, I think again, the authorities should do a much better job in either through television or social media to show exactly where those places are located, how it functions, and to make people feel comfortable. Because I can tell you, I play out.
Or put more for us, because I always feel where the bus stands are, there should be washrooms. I always feel that.
Exactly.
Always. Because when you, like, so many buses on the Grosley stand right there, do they have any washrooms? That means you have to go to one of the business houses and ask. And I don't know if they want anybody and everybody. And so that's why I'm saying charge.
And I find that a lot of business places, like I said, I was just about saying a while ago, when I go out there, I'm playing and stuff, and I play at these locations, I find either the proprietors, right, of businesses, managers, owners, whatever it is, don't really take the restroom seriously to ensure that that place is clean, right? It's usually a mess, very, very
Andrew,
messy.
What about the odor?
That as well.
Messy is one thing, but when it has an odor,
you have issues with the pipes and stuff in there.
Flushing.
Flushing,
water. Like you spoke about, maybe there are no tanks.
The pipes are leaking, things like that. And it's inside there, you're seeing footprints and mud, and some people don't even go inside. They just rather just go out someplace in the bush, right? Yeah. So I don't know why we don't place a heavy emphasis on the restroom. A place like that, right? That is supposed to be almost like a little paradise, right? We just take that for
a paradise when you're at your home. When you're in the town and so on, not a paradise. Just do what you have to do and get out.
No,
but I hear what you say.
Yeah, even the public ones, as you said a while ago, it's nice and clean and dry. Things like that, right? And you have somebody, as you said there,
somebody should be there to
follow up and make sure
and make
if
that
the person
make a little money for the month.
Yeah, if the person didn't clean after themselves, because a lot of us are like
that's
that.
Why they're there,
that the person is there to follow up and check and so on, because you have other people who are coming in. Because I can tell you, if I walk inside there,
I'll walk right out.
Yeah, and I see that.
Not see the smell alone.
Exactly.
Andre, I will let the droplets fall down on me. I'm not going to urinate in there.
Yeah.
I'm taking off.
Let me tell you something, and I can say that right now. I know he's listening. You see, Anthony's barbershop. He had his barbershop on higher Jeremy Street, right? I think close to the Montego bus stop. I believe that's what it was. And one time I remember I was inside there and I wanted to use the restroom. I said to Anthony, "Can I use the restroom, please?" He said to me, "Sure, man." When I went inside there, a little paradise was inside there.
Oh, that's okay.
I'm serious. A little I don't know how. I mean, I'm sure it's probably the same way right now. I hope so. I haven't been in because he moved to another location.
Andre, it depends on what time of day you went. Was it first thing in the morning?
No. No, it wasn't. So yeah. No, seriously, it was really comfortable and nice going inside there. Right, so I think that's what we should be aiming for, that, and not just those public facilities, but also our homes.
Yeah,
our homes.
Andre, you go to someone's home and they don't even have to tell you where the washroom is. Guess how you're finding it?
Tell me.
Your nose will find it. That's really bad. You're not going to tell the person that,
yeah, of
right?
course.
But that's who. the odor.
Yeah.
You
I
know?
don't know why we take that so lightly, like it's no big deal. You go into a public place there, and it's just messy, messy, man. Gosh. And you know, back in the day when we didn't know better, we were more ignorant. These things could pass, but not now. And we have so many things we could,
I don't think it would ever pass.
to give a beautiful aroma inside there. You have sprays and all kinds of fancy stuff that people have now. Not even too expensive, right?
Well, listeners, let me say something. Andre, I'm going to stop in there. The first time I came, well, not the first time, probably the second time I came. It was the first time I didn't really check the washrooms. But the first time for this year that I came into REV-UP and I went into the washroom, I was like, oh my God. You see what Andre is telling you there? This is Andre. Let me tell you, the place, this is like a hotel in the washroom. Smells good.
To REV-UP.
I'm telling you, it smells good. And you have the extractor, right? And you can spray after. So after it's already smelling good, you can spray after. You've got your liquid, your sanitizer, in sufficient napkins, sufficient toilet paper, and air freshener all over the place. Andre, is that how you keep your home as well?
Correct is right.
Amen to that. And I'm telling you, this is the first business house that I've gone into that looks in the washroom looks like a home.
Wow.
It's kept like a home. Andre, amen.
As Elvis Presley used to say,
amen.
Thank you very much.
And Andre, we're not asking people to come and use ours, huh? I'm just saying. If you're in the area, don't come and use it. But I'm just saying,
I personally inspect that place, downstairs.
Yes, Andre, it's important.
I inspect that every day. That people, when they go in there, they feel nice and clean, comfortable, right?
And I like that you put in an extractor.
Well, it actually came with it.
It came with it?
Yeah,
well,
it came with it.
If it's the owner of the building, I think that's a good thing.
Good idea.
All washrooms, all toilets should have extractors.
Okay, finally, Lady J. Every time this man, I talk about this man, who do you think I'm talking about now? When you talk about this man.
The one you spoke about yesterday?
I'm talking about Donald Trump.
Oh,
okay, every time I think this guy, can't surprise me anymore, he surprised me even more. There was an incident, I want to talk about two incidents just quickly, where he I think he was at a Ford factory, and somebody was cheering at him, talking about like he's a protector, right, of pedophiles and so on because of the Jeffrey Epstein files, okay? And he took umbrage. He didn't like what was being said to him, and he cursed the guy, used the F word, and also he gave the guy the middle finger. Okay,
so I saw that, but I didn't hear. I could just see the video. Okay, so it was true.
Yeah, yes, it's all over the place. It's all over the place. So I don't know how you feel about that, but those of you who probably think that this is cool, I just ask you just to think if our Prime Minister were to do something like that,
Andre,
how we'd feel about it. We wouldn't.
Andre, in the Caribbean, I don't think it would happen or could happen because, people would demonstrate and what have you, and, he would probably have to
He'd lose
resign,
points. He'd lose points.
As you say. But Trump is of a different mind and mentality.
That's what I say.
So when he does that, he doesn't even know he's doing it because certain things he does is what little kids would do. Putting up a little finger, Andre, little kids.
Not little finger, the middle finger.
The middle finger, putting up a middle finger.
You're
kids
do
that, not even understanding.
The president of the United States.
Yeah.
And
how do you expect to be a role model?
Yeah, that's how you behave, and you don't have enough self-control.
So, Andre, you're the president of the United States. You do that. You have a wife. You get home. What do you think your wife is going to tell you?
Oh, she'd tell you off. Supposed to tell you off.
No, Andre, you're sleeping somewhere else.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
There
you go. Thank you very much.
Come on.
My God.
This is so disrespectful. And what about his entire team? When they get the opportunity,
they defended him. They defended it.
Imagine
they actually defended him. They said that was the correct response. That's why
to put a finger up.
That's why there's a gang there.
And that's why you need people like Obama, because Obama would have taken that so smooth. He would hit you back, and you wouldn't even realize that with his words
and his wit.
Yes, and still have the smile on his face.
My God, man. As I said,
and I'll be honest, I love the temperament of our Prime Minister. Philip JP, I love it. He's cool. There's just something about him. Even if it's 5 or 10%, I'm not going to take the 100%, but there's something about him that sometimes reminds me of Obama. They're just cool. He walks cool. He stays cool.
And he laughs at his own jokes.
Well, whatever. I don't know about that one. I don't. I'll have to listen some
But
more.
it's a cool thing.
Yeah.
So as I said, every time Donald Trump does something, I'm thinking he can't stoop any lower than that. Here's that. So we have that one there with the middle finger and using the F word to the guy and so on. Can you believe? First of all, this is Machado lady, right, from Venezuela. Okay. I was saying maybe that lady was an all right lady and so on. Maybe she was all right, and now I changed my mind. Okay, I changed my mind. You're telling me you because Donald Trump didn't give her permission to lead Venezuela. He gave Maduro's deputy, Delcy Rodriguez. That's who's there right now, and he said that the people do not respect Machado. That's what he said. I don't know if that's the case. Must have. That's what he said. So this lady now trying to curry favor with this guy. Going to the White House to meet Donald Trump. And the lady received the Nobel Peace Prize. Something as so distinguished like that. Honor. They honor you with that much sought after Nobel Peace Prize. The number of people that want that. Because they want to be
Donald
seen.
Trump.
That's why he wants that thing badly.
I hope he never
You're
gets
telling me you see nothing better to do, I'm talking about Machado, than to go and give the man the medal? That's number one. So I read that lady off. That's number one. And number two, may accept the thing,
Of course they would, Andre.
The man said this he deserves
Of course
because of his work.
Tell us.
And you know what he's talking about? The fact that they invaded Venezuela.
Yeah.
That's what he's talking about. So for
and
his
it's
work.
never on, and these medals are never on negativity. They're always on something that you've done for the world, for the country. So, but anything to do with Trump, the majority of it will be negativity.
Every time I tell you, I'm thinking he can't stoop any lower. The lady's, number one, I tell you, that lady's trying to, she wants to be the leader, right? He's not giving her the job. So she wants to, because somebody probably told him, if you want to get that guy on your side, you just flatter him.
Yeah.
You just flatter him.
And she did just that.
Yeah. So she went there, right, with a medal in her hand, making that thing look like it's something, like, you can just play, it's no big deal. I can just give that up. These people are shameless. These people are shameless. And Donald
Trump didn't tell her to do that.
Probably so for Trump.
He probably had a part to play that.
You accepting the thing?
I think maybe he had a part to play.
You didn't qualify for that. You didn't qualify because if you did, the Nobel Peace Prize, the Nobel Committee would have given it to you.
Well, let's hear what the others have to say about that, and we will hear that in the next few days. The team from the Peace Prize, they are. They
released a statement already.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. Let me tell you exactly what they say. They said that once the Nobel Peace Prize is announced, it can neither be revoked, shed, nor transferred to others.
Oh boy.
They said here, once the announcement has been made, the decision shall stand for all time.
Wow.
So, Trump said he doesn't go by what law. He goes by his own morality. So no big deal. I accept that. My gosh, boy.
So they have to accept it as well.
What?
So they have to accept it.
I guess so. Because he's above the law. He's above the courts and so on. My God. Every time I'm thinking this man can't stoop any lower. He just shows me, boy, Andre, boy, you're dead wrong. you ain't seen nothing yet. You ain't seen nothing yet. Mama, hour for these people, man. Hour for these people, I tell you. Once upon a time, I believe anything these people say, right? But not now. Not now.
Andre. When he was on Apprentice, I had big respect for him. But I think that was the last time I looked at him in that light. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Well, I want to apologize. I want to apologize.
I have to apologize, Andre, because I have to visit the United
Can you
States.
imagine?
And that was a joke.
Can you imagine the White House when he put up that middle finger and he swore at the guy? They said he responded appropriately to what the guy said. The White House, it's a gang that's inside.
But now, Andre,
gang.
If we speak about this gentleman, and I'm not saying he is wrong, that's how he felt to the gentleman who said whatever he said to him, and that's why Trump followed up with the middle finger and whatever. But this guy, he's probably lost his job already.
No, they suspended him.
Or suspended. This guy is going to have a lot of problems.
They raised. I
would be afraid if I was this guy.
Let me tell you, they raised.
They're going to be looking at this guy 24/7.
After the public found out that they had suspended him.
Yeah, they raised the money. So I'm happy to hear that. They're raising money.
Not money. Sorry. Not just any money, no. A lot of money.
Well, he has to. They're going to put him in court. They're going to, make him face that. So Trump is always going to do that to him. But so I'm happy to hear that the people are for him. He's got people on his side. That is a plus for him. But Andre, this man is not going to have unless the people stick with him, he's not going to have a good life. Once Trump is in the White House,
he make it difficult for you.
He's going to make it difficult for him.
But listen
this
to
man
that.
is not going to get his job back.
I think you read about it.
He's not going to get his job back because the owners of wherever he's working,
Ford.
That's why he's working.
The Ford car company
will not want him.
Let's see.
Not want people to come and affect the day-to-day business.
Let's see.
And they will follow this guy. They will want to come, ask questions.
I will be following. Let's see what happens.
But I think this guy has a broad back, and I mean, bravo to him for saying what he said, because obviously it affected Trump. And more people should do that to him.
Skin.
More people should do that.
Yeah, I think so.
More people should get under his skin.
You're right. There's a hunger strike that's on. I won't talk about that next week. But that's very, very serious in the UK and over the Gaza situation. But just one final thing. Trump was able to sell some of the oil. And I think they're going to be getting $500 million. That's just for starters. Okay? Because since they stole Venezuela's oil, they stole Venezuela's oil. Now he's claiming that the people of Venezuela, right, and America will benefit from the monies coming from the oil. I'm waiting to see. Okay. I'm waiting to see whether he will keep his word, right, to ensure that some part of that goes to the Venezuelan people. I'm waiting to see. Okay? All right. What Rick used to say again? Film at 6 or was it 7 or 8 o'clock? I remember. I don't remember. I used to put it.
I don't know which number, but yeah, that they used to say that. But Andre, you can make your own.
Yeah. Film
Want to come at 7. Yeah. Whatever you used to say, but film at
Okay, Lady J, let's get into the shout outs.
Facebook. All right, let's see. Andre.
How are we doing today?
It's right there.
We good to go.
Good morning, everyone. Yes, let's see.
That's Facebook,
the first one.
Facebook?
Yeah, I'm on Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see the first one. Let's see if we can get it. Nabi O'Brien Lovins. I saw Trump's true colors when he had that back and forth with Rosie O'Donnell. Oh, yes, way back then. He even went as far as saying she ate most of the cake at his wedding. This man is a down. This man is a clown. Yeah, this man is a clown. And she has the clown.
But true, I remember the Rosie O'Donnell incident. That's true.
Well, Rosie spoke about it. Rosie won't even mention his name. The other one, NDK. This woman is a female felon. We supposed to have more. Where the rest? Okay, I think we missing some more. We're taking them from the top and we're going to the bottom. I think I'm supposed to go from the bottom, Andre, and then go to the top. Yeah. I'll have to take it how I'm getting it. So,
in the meantime, this is Harddrive.
Irene, big up Andre.
Morning,
Cleanliness
Irene.
is godliness.
Morning, Irene.
So it's obviously coming in from the top. I'm sorry. Irene again. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can't get out the rest, Andre. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, Andre. Your housekeeping, did you talk about Tomazo?
Yes, I did already.
Oh, boy.
You want me to go back there?
Yes, go back there, Andre.
Oh, my God.
Let me get some more.
All right. Let me just talk about the Tomazo bread place. In the meantime, you can get your saffron rice, your ground provisions, spaghetti and tomato sauce, stewed pigtail, baked chicken, stewed turkey, pink beans, tossed salad, and sauce with cucumber salad. And don't forget to check out their wide variety of sea moss beverages, which include coconut, ginger, peanut and peanut punch, and regular sea moss with flax seeds and chia seeds. So we're waiting for Lady J to get this thing organized. If not, Lady J, we're going to have to
there are 45. Yeah, there are 45 comments.
45, wow.
Yeah, but I'm not getting the 45 comments, but I'm seeing the names, so I may have to just say hello to Indicate. Good morning to you, D. Francis. Good morning, Nabi O'Brien, Irene, Christine Duncan, Angela Polius, Nadia Gabriel. Good morning, Elsa Hippolyte, Shechub. Is it or she?
Yeah, Shechub.
S-H-E-E.
Yeah, Shechub, yes.
Wayne Kajo, Sharon Peter.
Mm-hmm.
Sharon Peter, yeah.
So we don't
Sharon,
we don't have the comments from them.
I'm not seeing the comments. I'm only seeing those two, so I don't know why I'm not seeing all the comments. But I saw them when they were
coming in.
Yeah, I saw them when they were coming in. So it's probably, my thing. I was reading all of them when they were coming in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna have to call them out, to make sure. But there are 40-something messages for sure.
Wow.
So, Andrea, I don't think we would have had time to read all the 47 messages anyway. Barbara Augustine, good morning to you. Pius, Snappy, Arnold Grant. There's Joan Shalry, or Shelry. It's C-H-E-R. Sherry, Shelry. Catherine McPhee, good morning to you. Good morning. She said hello, but
morning,
I
Catherine.
saw all of these when they were going up. So, Andre, for some reason, I'm not getting all the messages. And let's see who we have now. Let's see the rest of these persons saying hi to you all, because we can't read all those messages. And Electra Ferdinand, we have good morning. Arnold Grant, Joan Shelry, Catherine McPhee, Alex Leonti, Pearl, Food Baby, Josani, Alexander Larcher.
Oh, Josie. Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Josie.
No,
Yeah,
it's
Josie Larcher.
Josani, it says Josiane.
Huh?
Yeah,
Well, maybe-
Josiane.
What did she say?
No, I can't read that one, so I was just calling out the names.
Oh, okay.
Because I saw them when they were coming through, but right now I can't see any of the messages. I don't know why, but I can't see the messages. I'm trying to, but I can't see any. Can't see the messages.
Somebody sent me a thing here concerning the public facilities. They said that there's one on Jeremy Street.
Yeah, that person, I saw that I saw it when it was coming through.
One on St. Louis
There's
Street.
one on Jeremy
one in
Street,
the Boulevard. She said very clean and neatly kept. Now she says it's $100 to use them. Is that correct? I don't think so.
A what?
$100.
Just to use a... Are you kidding me?
Unless, of course, she wanted to put $1.
Andre, and DK says, Andre is one radio host that will not be going to the U.S. anytime soon.
That's right.
And D. Francis says a lot of things...
Grata.
Yeah, D. Francis says a lot of things change on Facebook.
Sorry.
D. Francis also says...
Wasn't it $1? $1.
Oh, of course. D. Francis, Andre, that's to you too.
Sure.
D. Francis says, Andre, I want my last dance before I leave. So is that person still on island, or that person is...
She probably still is. Yeah.
Okay, this person, Sandra Suraj, says, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Sandra. I'm seeing some of them, Andre, but not all. So I hope we was able to reach up with you all, but let me move
you're
to
gonna
that.
have
So
to
good morning.
go back to the drum
We'll have
on that
to,
one.
yeah.
Because the folks
because we
want to
can't call it out while it's coming through. So I'll have to understand. So we'll have to call fire to
see
understand
what's
that,
going on. Yeah.
Because I can't.
Sorry about that, folks. Sorry.
Yeah.
You know,
and we know the messages are good messages. We know that.
Yeah, and I'm sure the folks want to hear the messages. So let me just apologize to our chimers. Sorry about that. Lady J is new to this thing, so you have to understand it's taking a little while.
It has
but
nothing
she
to
will
do
get
with the
it.
new. I want to see it.
Hey.
Look, I want to see it.
I'm the one talking.
Okay.
So please bear with us. Lady J, she will get it eventually. She will. Okay. Because I remember when hold on. Tale. I remember when we first started, Tony had issues with it as well. Then Kina had issues. It's just how it is. Until you get used to it.
Yeah, it's moving. It's moving.
Good.
So, Wendy John says a pleasant good morning to everyone.
Morning, Wendy.
Right. So, I mean, it's how it's falling and where it's disappearing to. I don't know. Keenan, we miss. Oh, she meant Kina. We miss you. That's Star Henna. Good morning, Star Henna.
All right, this one's for Kina.
Erin Shalman says, please send your number again so they can read. I don't know. I don't understand that, Erin, so let me know. Send me a private message to that message you just dropped there. D. Francis, yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Oh, yes, that's when she's in St. Lucia.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay, so Andre, I got those messages that just came in, but I just can't get the messages that were rolling while we were.
Okay.
Yeah. So maybe I need a bigger screen, Andre.
Well, we'll figure it out. Okay, by the time we leave
All
it
right,
today.
so let's get to and good morning everyone on Facebook, and those names that I didn't call out, probably your messages went through faster, and that's why. But yeah, we're taking the messages as we see them.
Okay.
So
how we do with WhatsApp?
It's here. It's here. Yeah, WhatsApp is fine. That's right here.
Annually then.
Plus, Andre, hold on. I'm ready to go to bed last night. I heard Andre annually. I had to laugh at this one. Yeah. Okay. So this time, let's see what this person has. Yeah. Andre, there's so many messages on this. Wow. Why is this person saying accept sympathy, Andre? Why are they saying that? Andre?
More comedy. Okay, Lady J. I think we're gonna have to abort Lady J.
Andre, wait.
How are we doing that now?
You see, that's why you have to delete messages. There's so many messages here. So many messages. So to get to the ones you want to get to, that's the issue. Yes. So many messages.
Okay, Lady J, we gotta go. We will work that out a little later. Let me just again apologize to our chimers. Sorry about that. You know, we will get there. We'll get there. Don't worry about that.
Okay.
Hopefully we can get this straightened
AG says, have experience when you think you're doing the right thing and get dissed. That's AG. I don't know what he means by that.
Neither do I.
That came in at 10:06. All right. The messages are coming in right now, Andre. Here. Hi, folks. Today is officially Praise Him to the Max Friday.
Oh, that's humble official.
Wishing you guys a lovely Friday and looking forward to hearing this song this morning. Okay.
So Lady J, be sure to drop it.
Just the number. The person actually came from the church intersection and turned left. So we're talking about the car that went up the Darling.
Oh, so the person went by where the church is there?
Yes, and instead of going down, that I told you, I've seen that already.
Yeah,
and
but
went left instead of going down because they were heading to the north. Oh my goodness! So they were trying something. Did they know?
I have no idea.
You could just go down, turn in, go to San Souci, and you're up. Yeah.
But they're not supposed to drive out anyway. Drive out that road.
Yeah.
End of story.
When I lived in St. Lucia, I used to go up the Darling Road while tooting my horn, although I knew it was wrong. Oh my goodness, who is this person? No name, but it's a US number.
At least they're honest.
Well, she said when I lived there. So Andre is pretending as if Castries alone is St. Lucia. People who live outside of Castries are not familiar with the city streets, so the signs will work. We talked about signs and how important it is for signs. So this person is responding, chiming in on that. Signs. We need signage. So they're just chiming in on that, Andre. Remember we were talking about that?
Yeah, but I'm saying to you, in the city, right, we have the signage. It is there. Either we just deliberately ignoring them because they're all over the place. I talk about the city. I don't know about outside. The city signs are all over the place. Do not enter. You can see the thing there, unless of course we don't understand what the signs mean. Maybe say that, right? But without it, no, we don't have excuse for that, man. No.
Okay, this person says, Andre, you are assuming that the person is a St. Lucian. So again, response to that.
But I did say unless it's a foreigner. I said that. Right? I did say
yes, the signage is needed for visitors. Not for visitors, for everybody. As a driver, you want to see the signs as well. Like, for example, if I go to Vieux-Fort, I don't know Vieux-Fort very well. We need signage everywhere.
But we're not talking about Vieux-Fort.
No. I'm speaking in general. This person is talking about we need signage. So not necessarily at the spot to go up the Darling or down the Darling, but in general, we need signage.
Okay, I agree.
So this person is saying, so that same person says, so yes, the signage is needed for visitors. High Street. That street is High Street where
Dr.
Freeze's is. So they were telling me yes.
Thank
you.
What about the signage there? What are they saying?
No, the signage was in general, when you were talking about the person who went up the Darling Road, and remember, I chimed in as well by talking about how important it is to have signs, and I did ask you, how do you know the person is local or not?
Right, and I did say, unless the person is a foreigner.
Yes.
Right, I did say that.
So now this person says one in the market. They're letting us know that the market has a washroom, one at the Babonneau bus stand, and one in the alley by Marcy Stores in the boulevard. One in the alley by Marcy Stores in the boulevard. Oh, really? There's one right there. Okay. Didn't know about that. So I'm not sure if they still have the one on the side of the town hall then. Not sure for that one. And this person says, good morning, Janice, Andre. Good morning to you. Good morning. Hope all is well. Andre, please read 1 John 19 and 20, where it says, the whole world is lying in the power of the wicked one. So more crime until God's kingdom comes. Sorry, Andre.
Yeah, that's, if we go according to what the Bible says, that is true. But I do know that in other places, God says to raise your voice.
Yes.
Yeah, raise your voice, man. Even if what's coming there is inevitable, we still have a responsibility to speak out against things that are not right. If that was so, that means we could just have children and don't say anything to our kids and figure as though, okay, well, God is going to come to straighten it out. You know what I mean? No, we have a responsibility while we're here to confront evil.
And he or she continues, it's a local number, 2 Timothy 3, verse 1. It reads, but know this, that in the last days, critical times, hard to deal with, will be here. So we got to put it in our pipes and smoke it.
No, I don't quite agree. I hear it. It's supposed to come. But in the meantime, we have a responsibility, right? To do what we can to speak up and speak out and so on. And not... because the Bible does give examples where God delayed certain things, because there were changes were made. Okay? So even if it's supposed to happen, maybe it could be delayed. I don't know. I'm just saying that.
And well, this person is requesting...
So would you rather just take a, well, I don't care attitude? Imagine everybody
some people,
would
we
behave
need to
like
talk
that.
about it because it could fall in our doorsteps.
Exactly.
And we need to talk about it.
Exactly. Even if a crisis come in to save us, I understand that. I believe that. But he hasn't come yet. So in the meantime... You
believe that, but you don't know if it's going to be now or even after you're gone. So, Andre, we are here now. We have to see for what we can do. So and I understand people who believe in the Bible, and I understand people who read the Bible like you, Andre. You know your Bible. My mom knows her Bible the same way.
Yeah, just read it.
Sorry, I'm going to be honest, I don't. Okay? No certain, but I don't. But, Andre, we have to think that if you don't help yourself, everybody say God is going to help you, but I always believe in if you don't help yourself, who's going to help you? That's how I see it. That's how I see life.
But listen to that. Even the Apostle Paul said, if a man will not work, he will not eat.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Right? So, everybody have their way of looking at it, but this is how I see it. Make the phone follow me. Okay. Good morning. I would like to request deprivation by humble official, please.
Oh boy, humble official is hot.
This one, another St. Lucian local number. Good morning. REV-UP team. Good morning, REV-UP team. That's Ryan. Yes. Good morning, REV-UP team. That's Ryan. He double up on saying that. Okay. Good morning, Ryan. Good morning, guys. Yes, the washroom by Town Hall still operational.
Okay.
So that one is still operational. So therefore, Andrew, we do have more than we thought. Because the 3 or the 4 plus this one. So
But I still feel that the Castries City Council should go on a little drive, right? It shouldn't be 1-2 people saying where those things are and what they cost and so on.
Because I only knew one.
Exactly.
I'm glad you asked. Look, this person is saying there is one across from Dilly's by Bexon bus stop.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah, I didn't know about that one either. So that's good. That's why, remember I mentioned that we really should have washrooms by bus stops because it's important, And this person is saying, good morning, guys. Yes, the washroom by Town Hall is still operational. There's one across. This person is saying the same thing. There's one across by Dilly's Bexon bus stop. Okay, so, And finally, good morning. Finally, the new parlor, Jeremy Street. So there's also one on Jeremy Street. So, okay, we're not doing badly because, for many years, I thought we only had one. And if someone asked me, that's exactly where I would have sent them. On High Street. Sorry, unless you Well, I don't know if Blue Coral Mall has washrooms that anyone can use, because what I've noticed is that some of the places are actually locking their washrooms, and so therefore, if you're at a certain place in the mall purchasing, this is the only person you can ask to use a washroom. I don't know how it is, but I know for sure Baywalk Mall is open.
And as you mentioned, the bank, I wonder if the banks, because people spend so much time on these lines.
No, you cannot get a washroom in the bank. I'm sorry. The few that I've gone through, you can't. And that's horrible. Because what about the elderly that you have on the line for so long?
That's right.
Right?
Sometimes over an hour.
I mean, we might be able to hold it, but the elderly can't. And you have them on the line so long. And they're asking to use a washroom, and the response is...
Super staff.
I know when I brought my mom to one of them, I called. She has a position. I don't know her exact position. I asked for her, and I told her my mom would like to use a washroom. And she brought my mom to the back. But I don't think they could do that. So the answer probably would be by the tellers, we can't help. So then they would have to leave the line and probably go to a mall and then come back again. I mean, when people are renting for business transactions that's going to take so long, they have to think of the customers, they have to think of the clients. It's really bad, Andre. You know, it's very, very bad.
Alrighty. Well, folks, the weekend is upon us once again.
It is, and I'm happy, Andre.
Yes,
Andre, I don't know listeners, but let me tell you, Andre, I get to walk more than my 5 miles because of REV-UP. I have to squeeze in, barely getting 5. Sometimes I get 4 something, Andre, because I've got to get home at a certain time.
Of course,
yeah,
I understand that.
But I don't say no. I go and walk. I just don't go too far out. So I'm so happy for tomorrow. Thank you, Jesus. Andre, I love it, but I'm so happy to be walking tomorrow.
Thank God for weekends.
For the weekend.
Well,
so
for some of us, because some people do have to work on the weekends.
So I can, if I want to do 8 to 10 miles, I can do that and not worry. Because I don't have a problem leaving late. I don't have a problem being out in the sun either. Yeah, sunscreen.
Okay, well, Lady J, have yourself a great show.
Weekend, yeah.
So Lady J will be with you until 3 this afternoon. Then from 3 o'clock, as usual, Zen the DJ will be here until 6.
I am well pleased.
But I forgot to add that little piece.
To add that.
Yeah. Alrighty, so folks, thanks for listening. Thanks for viewing.
And have a great weekend, folks, and keep listening to REV-UP St. Lucia.
And keep safe. Keep safe, all right?
Definitely. Don't drink and drive. Don't drive and drink.
Take care. All right, so this has been Harddrive, brought to you with the... Oh, by the way, let's thank the folks at DBS.
DBS, yes. Good morning. Annie, Lisa. We have to thank Kendall. Yes, who else? Kath, Cynthia.
Oh, you know everybody there, man.
And the two that the young girl that.
And don't forget Linda.
Amanda King.
You said Linda?
Junior. I said Linda.
All right.
Yes. Amanda King, the junior reporter. She's doing such a good job. The new voice you're hearing on DBS.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's doing such a good job. Yeah. Amanda King. And there's the other reporter, but I don't have her name right now. So, Cindy, if you're listening, please send me a name so I can give her a shout out the next time. DBS, good morning to you. Have a great weekend, all of you.
All right, folks. Thanks a lot. So this has been Harddrive, brought to you with the compliments of Rambali's Funeral Parlor.
At Rambali's Funeral Parlor, we strive to bring you and your family the highest level of comfort, absolute satisfaction, and peace of mind during your most sorrowful time of need.
Our professional standards and quality services are second to none. We offer ground burials, burials at sea, cremations, and embalming, fine locally made coffins, internationally made caskets, 24-hour emergency, shipping and receiving the deceased to and from overseas.
Rambali's signature funeral package includes a casket or coffin collection, refrigeration and preparation of the body, her services, 100 funeral leaflets, 12 memorial buttons, 6 keyrings, 10 corsages, and 1 framed photo.
Rambali's Funeral Parlor, Calvary Road, Castries, and Lartuni, Beaufort. For more information, please call 758-452-2021 or 758-454-9239.
We're not just another radio station.
Can you believe it?
We're the